Today we are going to explain an American psychological horror movie named Speak No Evil. This film is a remake of the Danish film Speak No Evil, which came in 2022. Despite being a remake, this movie is still quite good. Has a very different ending. Now before starting the video, I have a request to all of you that if you like this video, then please like and also subscribe to the channel. So, at the beginning of the story, we see a 11-year-old child sitting in a car, who had probably come to visit somewhere with his parents. His parents were quite happy, but we can see a strange tension in the child's face. Now the next day we see a couple named Ben and Louise, who had come to visit a resort in Italy. They had a 10-year-old daughter named Agnes. All three of them were sitting at the poolside when a man takes a chair from them. His name is Paddy, who came for holidays with Ciara and his son Ant. We find that this was the same child whom we saw in the beginning of the story. All three of them were enjoying a lot and Ben also notices them. Now in the next scene, Ben and Louise sit with everyone and have lunch, and Paddy and Ciara are also there. After lunch, when Ben and his family go out for a walk, Agnes loses her teddy. Now Ben is unable to find Agnes's teddy, but Paddy's family somehow finds it. So in this situation both these families meet. Now Paddy was a very happy man and he treats Agnes very lovingly and even gives her a ride in his scooter. Now during lunch, these people talk a lot. They liked each other very much, so they sit and talk like this every day and eat food. This is how they become friends. Then as the holidays ended, Louise and her family went to their home, while Paddy and his family went to their home. Coming home, Louise praises those people with Ben that they are such good people. Then one day Paddy sends his picture to Ben and invites him to come to his house. Now Paddy and his family were in the village, while these people lived in the city. That's why they think that I don't know how the village life will be. Then they also think that they are inviting so lovingly, so we should go, and we will also get a chance to see the village life. That's why, at the request of Louise, these people leave for their home after a few days. When they reach their home, Paddy and Ciara are very happy and they are welcomed very well. Paddy says, "I am very happy that you have come to our house, otherwise I was thinking that you have not come to the village." Then these people eat together, after which we see a very strange thing, that they make Ben throw garbage. And when he went out to throw in the dustbin, then Paddy's son Ant comes to him. He tries to tell him something. Maybe he was trying to explain to him that how did I become dumb? But Ant could not tell, because then Paddy comes here and takes Ant with him. At night, these people keep talking for a long time. Now Louise did not like it so much here, because she was from the city. She tells Ben that her house is so small and not even clean. "I feel very bad here." But still, as if she was adjusting. The next day, Paddy took her to the jungle to take her around. He then takes them to the jungle near the lake, where he swims and enjoys a lot. After coming home, everyone else was happy, but once again Louise's face turns. She says, "I don't know why I don't like it." Then Ben explains that look, there is nothing strange that you are feeling. Actually, you are doing everything for the first time, so don't think too much. Then Ciara comes to their room. She says, "Be ready, we will go out for dinner in the hotel this evening." When she said this, Louise regrets her thinking that I am really thinking too much. These people are very nice, hospitable, they will take care of us so much. She was very happy and these people get ready to go. Then when she left to go, she found out that these people were not taking the children with them. Ant and Agnes will stay at home to take care of the children. Paddy calls a babysitter who will take care of them. But because of this, Louise does not feel good because she could not leave her daughter alone at home like this. She was nervous, but she had no way. So she agreed to Paddy's words, left her daughter alone and went with them. They came to the seaside to have dinner. They liked the place very much, but this hotel was very small. The owner of this hotel was trying to talk to them very well, but his behavior was becoming very strange, and he was the one who was going to cook for them. On the other hand, we see Ant and Agnes at home, and took her to Paddy's room while playing, where he shows the collection of Paddy's watches. He had collected a lot of watches, and picks up a special watch and shows it to her. He tries to explain something to her. Agnes could not understand it. In the words written on the watch, only one word was understood, which was the name of Ant. There Paddy and Ciara sit to eat and drink a lot. In an intoxicated state, they were dancing strangely. Along with that, their talks were also very strange and poor, which made Louise and Ben feel very bad. Then when it was time for them to go, they went out holding the bill in the hands of Ben. Seeing this, the two felt bad again that the guest is also us and the bill is also being given to us. But once again, they could not say anything. Ant and Agnes went to sleep there. Ant started showing small signs on her body, but then they came home after partying. So Ant went to bed early and started pretending to sleep. Louise sees that her daughter has gone to sleep, so she goes to her room, while Paddy and his husband go to their room. Now Louise has an argument with Ben. She says that neither do I like these people, nor are their actions. I am feeling very bad, so let's go from here as soon as possible. Because I have been adjusting for so long, I am not staying here with my heart. So Ben says, don't worry, relax, as soon as possible we will go from here. Then they take care of each other, after which they go to sleep. But Paddy is watching them secretly. In the middle of the night, Louise's eyes opened. She was worried about her daughter, so she goes to check her. But she was very surprised to see that her daughter was not in the room where she was sleeping. Louise went to check in Paddy's room. She sees that her daughter is sleeping between Paddy and Ciara, and Paddy is lying in a strange condition without clothes. Seeing this, Louise lost her mind. She picks up Agnes and comes to her room quickly. She tells Ben to get up quickly. Now I am not going to stay here for a second. Ben agrees to her and they both start packing their things. Then as soon as morning comes, they leave without telling them. Now somehow she got out of that swamp, but then Agnes remembers that I left my teddy toy at her house. Now she loved her daddy a lot, she didn't even live without it. So she started insisting her dad that I want my teddy, although her mother told her that, don't insist, but she doesn't listen. During this conversation, she was about to have an accident, due to which she was shaking her hair. Her dad could not stop his daughter's insistence, so after listening to her, he turns the car back, and these people again come to their house, where Paddy and Ciara were also awake. Paddy asks them what happened that you left without telling? Why did you run away from? Was there any shortcoming in our hospitality? Then Ben says that Louise has seen something that she did not like. Now he can't answer more than this, so he has to tell Louise. She says that why did you put my daughter to sleep in your room last night? Hearing this, Paddy is also very surprised, but when he can't answer, Ciara speaks in his defense. She says that we also had a daughter, whom we both loved very much, but she died due to an illness. We miss our daughter and we like girls very much. Now your daughter is calling you at night, but you both were sleeping, you didn't hear her voice, so I picked her up and brought her to me. If you feel bad, forgive me, you won't get another chance to complain like this. Now they also believe this false story of hers, because she was crying. And they forgive them. Yes, she was leaving the house in anger, but now when she realizes her mistake, she decides to stay here for a few more days. And like before, these people get along with each other. Now one day when these people were eating together, Ciara was getting more and more free with her daughter, although she didn't pay attention to her son at the end. So Louise also says that don't explain so much to my daughter, I am her mother, so Ciara apologizes to her again. Now Agnes wanted to show her performance, because she had learned the steps of dance, which she doesn't shows. Then Ant also starts dancing with her. Now Ant was always sad, but today he enjoys for the first time, he was happy. But his happiness was not tolerated by his father Paddy, because he interrupts Ant in the middle. That you are not doing right, what kind of dance are you doing? Didn't you learn? He scolds her badly again and again. But seeing this, Agnes gets very scared, after which the two children started dancing again. But this time also when Ant made a mistake, Paddy got angry again. This time he throws his shoe at him, seeing which Louise feels very bad, so she had to say that what are you doing? Is this a way to behave with a child? What happened if he made a mistake? You shouldn't do this, he is a child. Then Louise also took Ben aside and said that I can't take it anymore, I can't stay here anymore, so let's go from here as soon as possible, because now things are getting worse. After this, Paddy goes to sleep, taking advantage of the situation, and steals the keys from him. Then on the pretext of playing, he takes Agnes and goes to a shed. He opens the door of the shed and comes inside, then opens a hidden door and takes her down, where there were a lot of things lying around. There were bags of things, bags of children, phones, glasses, shoes and don't know what was there. It was a collection of exactly the same things as Paddy had, those watches. After this, Ant shows him a photo album, in which there were pictures of Paddy and Ciara with different families, and in every picture, Paddy and Ciara had a separate child. Ant was also in one of the pictures, but not with them, but with his real family. Because Paddy and Ciara were not his real parents, there was also his tongue, from which we understand that those people did something with Ant that his tongue was not there, means they must have cut his tongue, because he was not their real son. That's why he behaved so badly with him. So now we are told who these two are. So Paddy and Ciara both are serial killers, means they are crazy and kill people mercilessly. They go on trips to new places, then they trap those families who have only one child. They make friends with them and invite them to come to their house, and when that family comes to their house, they loot all their belongings and money and kill them. They cut the tongue of their child so that he could not tell anyone anything, and keep that child with them. Then they take him on the next trip, and from there they hunt a new prey, that is, they trap the next family. after which they kill this child too, and they repeat all these things with the family, and their cycle goes on like this, and now it's Ant's turn to die. Along with that, they will loot Louis and Ciara and kill them too, and keep Louis' daughter with them. Then she will have to endure everything that Ant has been doing so far. She will not be able to say anything because she will cut his tongue too. But poor Ant was still trying to save them in different ways, that they should run away from here, but these people could not understand. Anyway, Louis' daughter takes pictures of all the families on her phone, and they both come out quickly. Then Ant passes the Paddy and gives the key back to him as an excuse. Now Agnes thinks how to tell his mom everything, because Louis was busy talking to Ciara. So then Agnes has an idea. She cuts herself with a pin and takes out her blood. And she takes everyone's attention to herself. She said that I don't know how my clothes are stained with blood. So Louis takes her to the washroom. His daughter got a chance to talk to her mom, so she shows her all the pictures of those families, and tells the truth about the Paddy and Ciara. Hearing this, Louis gets shocked, but she tells her daughter that there is nothing like what you are thinking, so that her daughter is not worried. She relaxes her, but Louis understands that nothing is right. There is a big mess going on here. These are very dangerous people, and we are badly trapped here. Then Louis comes out. She makes an excuse that my daughter is very nervous. She is not calm. Saying this, she takes Ben inside. When Louis shows him all the pictures of the families and tells the truth, his husband also got very angry, that these are so dangerous people. I don't know how many families they have made their prey, and the situation was bad for them because they couldn't run away in such a situation. Those people were sitting outside. Then Louis says that we make an excuse to them, that our daughter has a female problem for the first time. In this way, we will get out of here easily. But before going, Louis keeps a knife with her, which could have been useful to them, to protect them. Then they came out with their daughter. She says to them that actually it is our daughter's first time. That's why she is scared. She is nervous. She wants to go home. Now on one side, where these people were insisting to go home, so Paddy was trying his best to stop them. But these people don't listen to him. They had decided. But when these people came out, they saw that the tire of their car was punctured. Then Paddy says, "It's okay, don't worry, I will fix it in 5 minutes." Paddy takes his husband to the place where all the tools were lying. Now although he was afraid to go with him, that Paddy might do something to me. But Paddy came back with the tools, and fixes the tire. That means he doesn't do anything with them. But when these people started sitting in the car, then they noticed their daughter's teddy, which no one had kept on the wall. Paddy says, "Oh man, this must be Ant's mischief." Saying this, he steps on the stairs, and asks Ben to go upstairs and get the teddy. Paddy still doesn't do anything. Ben came with the teddy, which Paddy himself gives to his daughter. Till now everything was going fine. But as people started sitting in the car and leaving from here, that's when Paddy throws Ant in the water in front of their eyes. Because of which that poor child starts drowning. Then for his sake, these people had to stop the car. Louis' husband quickly came out and dived in the water. He saves Ant. But now his family is in trouble, because Paddy had captured them at gunpoint. That means these people were badly trapped. Paddy ties them all up and takes them inside, and sends all the money in their bank to his account, after which Paddy started preparing to kill them. Then Paddy goes to inject the sedative to Agnes, and in such a situation, Louis appeals to Ciara for help. But we understand that it is Ciara's job to steal the child. But the knife that Louis had, with the help of that, she attacks Paddy's face. In the chaos, the injection falls from Paddy's hand, which Agnes hides with herself. Then she quickly snatches the gun from Ciara. Then these people come out, and lock up Paddy and Ciara in this room. These people were about to leave from here in the car. That's when the owner of the hotel, who is actually Paddy's brother, he comes here, who starts shooting at their car with his gun. These people get out of the car quickly to save their lives, and come inside the house, and they had closed all the windows and doors tightly. But Paddy's brother comes in that room and breaks the lock. He takes out Paddy and Ciara. That means this animal hidden in the form of a human, once again became free. These people first turn off the lights of the house, so that darkness spreads everywhere, and just like Paddy and Ciara knew, what are the ways to get inside the house? With the help of those ways, these three get inside the house. As soon as Paddy moved forward, Louis came in front of him. He had acid in her hand, which she puts on Paddy, and starts running outside with the children. Paddy's brother, as soon as he came in front, Louis' husband attacks him. The fight between the two began, but Paddy's brother catches him and controls him, and tries to kill him. But then Louis comes from behind. She attacks him with a hammer in his head, which causes Paddy's brother to die on the spot. After which Louis and Ben came to the roof with the children, because she was planning to escape through the stairs. Louis first sends Ben, Then both the children are sent out through the stairs, but then they found out that Ciara was following them with a gun. Then she will finally come to that room. Then when she goes out, she sees these people. But before that, she shoots Louis, who was hiding there. She attacks him hard, because of which she fell down, and this way Ciara also dies. But because of her falling, the stairs also fell. That is, it was difficult for them to get down now. Now Ben risked his life and jumped down. He raises the stairs, because of which all three of them come down. But before that, she leaves here. Then Paddy comes here, who catches his daughter. He tells Louis and Ben that you took my wife's life, because of which I am left alone. So now I want to take life instead of life. You killed my wife, I will kill your daughter. But Louis's daughter, who had an injection of unconsciousness, she immediately puts it on Paddy. In just a few seconds, the injection did its job, and Paddy becomes unconscious. Now if Louis's husband wanted, he could have killed him himself, but he gives this opportunity to Ant, so that he can take his revenge, because Paddy had given him so much trouble. That's why Ant brought a stone, and he starts hitting Paddy hard with it. He takes out the anger of his heart, and keeps hitting him until Paddy dies. After solving all the problems, he sits in the car and leaves here. Now Louis and Ben had saved both the children along with them. These people do not leave Ant alone, and take him with them. Ant had a new hope in his eyes, which he got from this family. That is, where Paddy and Ciara ruined his and many other people's lives. So now no one can hunt them. That evil has been destroyed forever. Along with that, these people were lucky that she survived. And with this film also ends here. If you have watched the video so far, you should know that I am happy to have viewers like you. Thank you for watching to the end. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.